This entire military is one cohesive, dedicated force. And the threats to our nations, they don't sleep. They're watching our every move. Iran, Russia, China, North Korea, ISIS, Al-Qaeda. They may be watching this right now. Our military should not be mistaken for a cable news gabfest show. We don't care what you look like. We don't care who you voted for, who you worship, what you worship, who you love. It doesn't matter if your dad left you millions when he died or if you knew who your father was. You have the code for a machine of lethal moving parts that you would be wise to avoid in those 50 years. We will not be intimidated. We will not back down. We don't want war. But if you want war with the United States of America, there's one thing I can promise you, so help me God. Someone else will raise your sons and daughters.
Military Broadcast Radio, the station that's giving veterans a voice.
Find us on the web at mbradio.com.
And do not necessarily reflect the views or positions of any entities they represent.
Find us on the web at mbradio.us.
Welcome to Man Talk 133 with Charles and Darl, the movement dedicated to empowering men, uniting brothers, and building a strong coalition. This is more than just a conversation. It's a call to action. Join us as we uplift, support, and inspire men worldwide. Because together, we don't just talk, we lead, we grow, and we conquer. Are you ready to be part of the coalition? Let's dive in.
Talk 133 with Shaw and Darryl. What's up, my boy?
What's going on, bro? How you feeling, man? How you feeling? Good to be back, ain't it?
Yeah, good to be back, man. We've been on the road a little bit. We want to welcome everybody into the show tonight, dog. I hope everybody doing good out there, dog, for sure. Especially with everything we got going on with government shutdowns and all kind of stuff we got going on, dog. So yeah, dog, we're gonna talk tonight, dog. We got a little topic we're gonna hop into. It's called suffering in success. Now, some people say suffering in silence, so it's gonna be suffering in success. When you hear something like that, dog, because I always start like this, what you think that means? Suffering in success. Yeah.
For me, it's like they done put all of their time and effort into being successful. They done shut family out, kids out, everything, so it's kind of like I just say they just suffer, man, because it's kind of like what they say is lonely at the top.
Yep, that's what they say.
Yeah, so I will say that,
Yeah, that's right down the line. It's just like, for example, like I won't say it's an oxymoron, but like you pray for success and you try to escape the suffering.
Yeah.
But like in business, like you said, sometimes it is like it go hand in hand. It's just like is like the success. Everybody like, hey, good job. You open your business, good job.
Yep.
The anxiety that come with it. There's there's a lot that come with it. Bring recognition, like, hey, Man Talk 133. Bring a lot of recognition.
Right.
But
and people don't realize, people don't realize too, man. I know some do, but like, when you get your own business, from the outside looking in, it sounds good, you strive. That's what I strive to do. I strive to get your business. You strive to get your business up and running, right? But you got to figure the time that you got to put in, though. See, they're just looking at, from a business aspect, like other businesses. But when you got your own business, you got to be in there from 8 in the morning to 8 at night, or possibly longer.
And that's what I was about to say. It
clean,
brings
whatever it is at the end of the day, clean up all that.
Yeah, that's you. It brings recognition, but it's quietly steals your rest. It fills your calendar with all these appointments and all this other stuff, but it empties your heart. Like you kind of you think some people, I ain't gonna say a lot of successful people, some successful people can't trust nobody.
Nope.
Like they heartless. They don't have all they think about is this. Like I gotta have it.
Yep.
I gotta have that money. I gotta have the success. I gotta have the power. I got all that I gotta have. Just say for example, let's take it on a little smaller level.
Okay.
Now to be successful in the Marine Corps, what did that cost you? You know what I mean?
You got blood, sweat, and tears, boy. You got to put in some time, boy, to be at your best. You know what I'm saying? That's what it is. You got to be running. You got to be running and doing your exercises or whatever off the clock.
Yeah.
To get better. You know what I'm saying? Even though you do it, you do PT and stuff like that on the clock, but in order to get better, you gotta do some of that stuff off the clock.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So it costs you a lot. You think about being away from home, deployments, just being on base in general, just the amount of time it just takes away from just you wanting to be successful in being a Marine. It just take time away. Anybody that gonna be successful in something, it's gonna work. But what happens, boy, when that thing right there, like a business, becomes a thing that drains you. Like every morning you get up, you gotta be like, dude.
Yeah. And a lot of people forget, fail to realize too, there's more to it. Like you said, in the military too, is more to it than just just PT. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You got to learn your general orders, and you got to know that stuff off the top of your dome. Like you got to have a serious memory bank. Even when it come down to your firearms, you got to remember what windage and what dope, whatever you need to have it on and stuff like that. Depends on where you at or what you're doing.
Yeah. Like I said, man, what happens when the very thing you work for, the promotion, the platform, the dream, becomes the very thing that drains you? The Bible says in Mark 8:36, what does it profit a man to gain the whole world and lose his soul? Think about that. I can say I have. When we had all these properties, right? You grind and trying to get them, and then it drains you because now you got 10 different mortgages and you got 10 different properties you got to get people in to keep putting in. You got to get out the wild, dog. It drains you. It empties you all the way out. You to the point you're like, you know what, dog, this ain't even it ain't. I understand the money, aspect, but it just ain't. It ain't. It's tough.
Yeah.
So I'm just saying to the people out there, it ain't easy. No. We are. Think about this. We're a smaller platform growing into a big one, right? And the commitment that you have to put in this, just imagine when we had to start doing it every day. We have a time slot for an hour or two a day, and you got to prepare. As soon as you get off this show, you got to prepare for the next day. You got to. That's a lot of preparation, because when I do the research and stuff on these shows, sometimes, man, it could take me a day. It depends on the topic. It may take me, half a day or whatever. But most times it take a day, because you got to sit to make sure your stuff accurate. You got to make sure your stuff you ain't telling folk the wrong stuff, because they gonna check you.
And another thing too, man, like you said, we're a smaller platform, like you said, growing into a bigger one. Yeah. And it's mental too, because it's even though we are on once a week, you know what I'm saying, how we doing it, like I say, eventually we probably move the chains a little bit, we'll see how that goes. But
platforms, we on once a week, but it's two platforms.
Two different platforms. We do this show, the radio show, then we go to our show.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like 2 platforms a week.
Yeah.
You know, it's 2 different platforms with 2 shows per week.
Yep.
But I guess, you know, it seemed like it's one because after this one, we go back to back, you know what I'm saying?
Back to,
to the other one. But it's just, even though it's once a week, man, it's still mental. Like some days you be like, bro, even though we tapped in, you know, from our, you know, perspective places, right?
Yeah.
You still like, man, we ain't got to go travel to the studio or nothing like that yet.
Yeah.
But it's almost like, man, like,
still gotta be in place.
Yeah, you like, bro, you know, what we gonna do today? And then like, you be like, come on, man, we gonna go and knock it out then. Some days you might be on the other end like, bro. Then I'd be like, yeah, man, let's go ahead and knock it out. You know what I'm saying?
Get to it.
Yeah, it's mental, man. It's like you said, it's draining. It can be draining.
Yeah. You gotta come on every day, like with that. Every time you do a show, you got to come on with that energy. People like energy now. You know, you come on, you dead and you dry. You know, you talking like Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood, and you know, without the music, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. It's tough. So that's why we suffer in success, not to the magnitude as the people like, you know, the Elon Musk and the Jeff Bezos and all them guys. Right. But we do stuff in success because you gotta prepare for this stuff.
Right.
It does take away from your family time.
Yeah, and another thing too, as far as like, you know, prepping for these platforms, like the way we do the platform, we talk more about stuff that people can grasp.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? You know, like, or can use. But a lot of people that's on here every day, all day long or whatever, you know, as long as some, you know, like drama, you know, and stuff going on, celebrity gossip or whatever, you know, see, those are the ones like, you know, they kind of grow in the big platforms or whatever, because that's what a lot of people love to hear. They love to hear the celebrity gossip or, you know, all the bad news or whatever. But, you know, we don't dive into that. We might touch on some stuff like a few little political things every now and then, but we kind of talk, like you said, more of a business aspect or whatever, you know, helping people, you know, whatever they need for the help in or whatever. So, you know.
Yeah, you think about it, man. You know, you can build your platform. And this is how you can really suffer when you build your platform off celebrity gossip and all that stuff like that, because you're basing your whole platform on nonsense. So now every time you fire the mic up, you got to fight, you got to talk about, you know, this, you got to talk about how bad this was. And that's why we've said this a bunch of times. We're not a politics channel. We will talk about it when it's needed, but we just not, we don't, because we didn't want to build this platform on just politics. Although that's what people are into right now, and it's popping in the algorithm. Eventually, we're going to come back to sanity. And then what you going to have? After the election's over, then what you going to have?
Exactly. And then just like real quick, just like you know, like with the whole Puffy thing. Yeah. You know, everybody was all on it. That's all you can see 24/7 platforms, guy hit this and that, they talking this and that or whatever. And now, you know, he got his time or whatever. That's over with. There ain't too much more they can talk, but they got to try to find some more celebrity gossip, because that's what they built their platform off of.
Yeah, and if it ain't nothing popping like that's really, really good, now you got to start doing replays of old stuff, and you know, change the title and make it look like it's something new. And you know, I tell people, like, when you look at YouTube videos, all you gotta do is go down to the bottom, look at when it was posted 8 months ago, a year ago. You would think it's something new, because they just posted it. Then you'll find out, oh, this after you get it, you like, hold on, bro. This like 8 months old, or a year old, or 2 years old. And now you know, that's why we didn't decide to build our platform like this. But we gonna, you know, because we're close to the break, I was gonna read a little story real quick, but we're so close to the break. So after the break, I'm gonna jump into the story and then go into the rest of the show. We had to set the table of what kind of suffering and success look like real examples of, hey, this right here, you had to really dig to find stuff, like to You know, like for example, like, hey, we had to find Joel. We had to do the training with Joel. We suffering, going through it. Now we, you know, we somewhat successful, I would say, dog. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
hey, look, we'll be right back after the break.
All right.
At Military Broadcast Radio, the goal is to offer a platform for mental health advocacy while connecting the military community through various media platforms. Founded by U.S. Army veteran Joel Hunt, MBR gives a voice to veterans, first responders, and their families through streaming radio, podcasts, video, and outreach events. With its leadership run completely by veterans and hosts of the diverse programming from all branches of service, MBR was created as a response to the silent battles veterans face after service. Military Broadcast Radio is also a Wreaths Across America partner, hosting a $5 sponsorship group page. For every Veterans Wreath sponsored through the Military Broadcast Radio page, MBR receives $5 back to help support their platforms and outreach. Veteran and first responder stories need to be told and shared. And with your support, MBR can continue to bring together veteran nonprofits, mental health organizations, and government agencies to bridge the gap between veterans and vital resources. To find out more and donate, visit wreathacrossAmerica.org/MBR. Military Broadcast Radio, the station that's giving veterans a voice.
Find us on the web at mbradio.us.
Opinions expressed in this program are those of the speakers and do not necessarily reflect the views or positions of any entities they represent.
Back to Man Talk 133.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. And Daryl. So, just for the folk tuning in or on the rock or something. No, it's not.
Right.
The title of the show is Suffering in Success. I'm sure everybody got stories of where they made, suffering. And just like for a doctor, before I read this story, they said like for a doctor, they really suffer.
Oh yeah, no doubt.
They really go through. You talking about you got to go, you got to get the 4 year, then you got to go get this, and you got to do 8 years, and it's a lot. It takes about 8-9 years or something.
And then before you read it, before you go into that story, man, it's just like what they call the doctors. I guess I'm assuming they pediatricians, the ones that do the that where they do childbirth.
Yeah. I guess that's what you call them. Yeah.
So just think about, they got like 3 or 4 of their patients that's in labor at the same time. You know what I'm saying? So they go back and forth the room where they got to sleep. They got a little couch there. I guess they got to sleep in at the hospital.
Yeah.
Like I say, success. But hey, you suffering.
Success. Yeah, you suffering in this success, because you think about it, they did all that. The point of it is like what you're making, like they did all that. Now think about it. They sacrificed and suffered without having probably real friends, without going out, without doing XYZ, because they was suffering when they was in undergrad. They was probably having a good old time. When they decided to be a doctor, people started falling off. And now you out here by yourself. You're alone on this island, and you're just like, dude, I'm successful, but dude, the people that I used to know, I can't even relate to them. Like they look at me as a doctor, and I can't relate to them like I used to, because now I got all these other super smart people around me.
Right.
Like that now I'm just like, I can't, so they, what I'm getting at.
You know what? That's the same thing. I would throw this in there too real quick, because I know you got to get to that story.
Oh no,
but real quick, when you said it like that, when you made it plain, we make it even plainer. That's just like somebody being a pastor or a minister.
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
They suffer in silence. They had to, they got to do this, like, they got to do their study, and they got to, put their word together. So they always, they got to be like their friends don't be around them like that no more.
Yeah, they can't, especially if they ain't living the right lifestyle.
Right. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like what you saying, your friends is partying or whatever, but you doing the word, you getting the word straight. You know what I'm saying? So, you always at, probably isolated a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, because you gotta, I'm telling you, to the people who ain't never done it, it takes some time, because you gotta sit and you gotta hear from God on how to do that, how to put the message, to give you the title, how to put the message together, how to, how to be creative in how to make it flow, because it's got to have a flow.
Yeah,
and that takes time, because it even takes time away from your family. Like, hey, I got to go. I got to go handle, do so and so, and I, be right back. I gotta go, because now I got to do this on Sunday. So now I got to make sure that I got the flow now from top to bottom. You don't want to get up there.
Yeah, you can't do no Saturday night special.
No.
You know what I'm saying? All week, the last 2 weeks that you on deck, and you gonna wait to Friday, Saturday night before you get ready to go into the pool pit on Sunday.
Rushing.
People gonna be looking at you like, what is he talking about?
Well, what is you talking about? What now? Scriptures wrong, all kind of stuff. You ain't suffering in size, you suffering in humility, dog.
Right. So all the real ones that's living their lifestyle, pastors and ministers and elders or what have you, that's actually in the word, that's something like what you was talking about too, when doctors, when people are partying, they gotta do grad school, whatever it is that they gotta do. You know what I'm saying? Same with ministers too and pastors.
Yeah. So there was a woman named Maya. When she started her business from the kitchen table, 2 hands, 1 laptop, and a dream that refused to die. She worked late, skipped meals, missed birthdays, and when she finally made it, the world clapped. She was on magazine covers, speaking panels, living the dream, but at night she cried because the version of her that reached success wasn't the same one who started the journey. She had lost something money couldn't buy back. She lost a lot. Like for example, everything that you was before. Just imagine how you take a guy that we talked about this some before, how a guy when he's in school he's picked on. And a real cool dude, just cool or whatever, he go to let's just say the Marines, right? Because they train them different. Go to the Marines, then he come back. The person that he was is gone. Like, now he's trained to be, I hate to say it like this, be trained to be a killer, right? So now he don't look at stuff the same. Like it's everything now is like look at it like is he trying to try me? What's happening?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like your whole thing, and everybody be looking like that ain't the same dude that before he left and went to the Marines, bro. He's a different dude now. I don't know what's going on, but something a little off.
Right.
And that's the same thing with her. You know what I'm saying? She lost who she was, I guess wanting to enjoy doing what she was doing, but once it grew, she had to change, and now she got to be a boss.
Yeah.
And she got to, keep up with payroll. Now she got to do all. Before it was just her. I just read it. It was her, the kitchen table, her 2 hands, and 1 laptop. That's all she had.
Yep.
Now she on magazine covers, speaking panels, living the dream, flying all that, had to do all this stuff. But within that, she lost something because she was after she reached the top, suffering and success.
Successful.
Have made it.
Yeah, like you said, she got to do payroll. She got to do,
yes, sir.
She got to make sure customer service is right. So now you can't be friends with nobody. You got to now, like I said, you got to be that one on top by yourself.
Absolutely.
Because like I said, you can't be friends with nobody. And that's why I said you got to change your whole circle when you get successful, because you can be cordial. You can't be friends with them because they'll look at you when you tell them, like the lady you're talking about, she doing payroll and all this. So now she got to make sure customer service and all that right. It's correct, right? Yep. So somebody that's working up under her, who see her as a friend, when she tell them they need, hey, we need this done, or you need more to be more respectful customer service, then if all of a sudden this person gonna turn against her. You know what I'm saying?
I can tell you do it.
Yeah.
Family.
Yep. Yep. You're right.
Hey,
yeah.
You know, I need you to go. I know we cool, but I need you to go ahead out there and bust them tables for me. You know, when you've been to bust
They
time,
be like, "What you mean? What you mean? Why you can't get so to do it?"
because that's your job. You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
Like that's what I hired you for.
Yeah, you know
And
what
then
I'm
all
saying.
of a sudden now, you got this little rift. Like, you know, I ain't
Right.
trying to work for her. She, you know, and that's how the isolation starts because she got to be a certain way now.
Right. And see, real quick too. See, that's what people fail to understand and realize. When a person becomes successful like that, they had to get it. They at the top for a reason. Because like you said, now everybody gonna be mad, like, because I told you need to go, hey man, I need you to tighten up that customer service, or you know, take care of those tapes over there. We got a party of 10 coming in. I need you extra hands on deck to take care of this table over here. You get mad with me, and then like now you telling everybody, oh man, now he think he all that.
Yeah.
No, that's the business aspect. I got to keep my business going.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying? I can't let my business fail because you got the table junky and dirty or whatever. I'm trying to get these people in, you know, for their next, you know, the next party of 10 or whatever.
Yeah, and think about it though. Like the story that I read, like you think sometimes the suffering becomes after the dream becomes true. Like for her, it happened after, you know, because success, like everybody think once you're successful, it's gonna make you a better person. No, it's just it's gonna magnify. Like for example, if you're a fool without money, you more like gonna be a fool with money, a bigger fool. Because now you got access to the stuff that you've been thinking you can do. Like, hey, when I get that money, boy, I'm gonna hire me a set of goons, and when I tell them to pull up, they're gonna pull up. And guess what? When they get the money, that's exactly what they do.
And then you're gonna be charged in a RICO.
You see what I'm saying? Not thinking it all the way through, but it just amplifies the stupidity that's inside of you, or the goodness. If you're a good person, like, hey, I get this money, I'm gonna for real help the poor, and that's what you do. You go set up, you do not training camp, with them little things for people, summer camps and all this stuff for food banks. You do all this stuff to help because you have the money. Right. All it does, it magnifies whatever you are. That's what it's gonna come out when you get that money. Somebody drop 10. Why you think the people in the hood, when they drop that money in there, or they get money within, say they win the lottery within a year, they broke. Just the mentality. Now that's all they know. Like they have nobody helping budget. Everybody like give me.
Yeah. You know how it is. They got to set the whole house up.
Yeah.
Y'all got to set it's equivalent, like for some people that may be listening, setting the table up. I got this, I'm paying for everybody. I'm paying for the whole hood this week.
Yeah, for real.
Y'all just come and eat off me. I'm just splurging. That's what you're talking about.
Yeah, that's exactly what
money gone.
Money gone, dog. And that's and then guess what you find? In your success, you suffer now because nobody, like, you can't give everybody everything.
Right.
You can't say, hey, let me, everybody come up. Now if you say, well, hey, dude, I can't, bro. I can't do it, dog. Like, I just can't. I didn't. So you go so and so some, and now guess what?
Yeah,
that circle getting smaller and smaller.
You can't bring everybody up like Tyler said. Tyler said he had to fire his aunt, wanted Tyler Perry. You just can't.
Yes, And the thing is, man, like, I know we're getting ready to come up against a break.
Yeah.
But people, just a little tidbit for the people that are successful and you're suffering. Hey, bro, find you a nice little dog or something. Now you can talk to, because if people get you a Lincoln, you'll be all right, dog.
Yeah.
I'm trying to tell you, because if you try to please people, if you ever try to please people,
can't please everybody.
And that's how you start suffer. You're gonna suffer in success because the key thing what you said, you cannot please everybody. We'll be right back after the break.
It's time for a vacation, and Fairway Travels is here to share great specials for you to choose from. Discover the charm and features of one of Sandal's 16 all-inclusive, luxury included, adults-only resorts, or a family-friendly beaches destination in the Caribbean. Or how about a couples resort in Jamaica? If cruising's your preference, get Thunderstroke aboard Carnival Cruise Lines or set sail on an award-winning Royal Caribbean ship. Join Virgin Voyages now for a wonderful adults-only sailing. It doesn't matter if you choose to travel by plane, train, automobile, cruise ship, or rowboat, we can help you reach your dream destination. Contact Fairway Travels today at 228-365-1012. That's 228-365-1012. Or email bookitnow247@gmail.com. Fairway Travels, where your journeys keep satisfying.
Military Broadcast Radio, the station that's giving veterans a voice.
Find us on the web at mbradio.us.
Opinions expressed in this program are those of the speakers and do not necessarily reflect the views or positions of any entities they represent.
Welcome back to Man Talk 133 with Shaw and Daryl. So, before we went to the break, dog, we was, for the people that's tuning in, we're talking about suffering in success, in success. So before we went to the break, I had got this question I wanted to ask you, dog. Maybe two of them. All right. Think about your biggest accomplishment. Did it bring peace or did it bring pressure? That pressure, or did it bring peace?
Biggest accomplishment.
Yeah.
Without saying what it is.
Yeah, did it bring it down? Did it bring that pressure or what?
I would say for me 50-50.
Yeah.
Because and it counts, it's funny, like I said, great minds think alike. It ties right in to what I was going to say. Was going to add, like, when you in leadership, say like leadership.
Yeah.
They have thick skin.
Got to have it.
In the success that I may have had, you know what I'm saying? I had to have thick skin, and along with it, it brought me peace.
Yeah.
Like some people that may have moved away from me, God replaced them with peace.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So
yep, I feel you on that.
I say 50-50. So in the beginning, it was, I had to, it was pressure first. Yeah, at first, but then, after that, peace came, because like I said, and especially like I go back to leadership real quick, like what you talking about, suffering and success, you got to have thick skin because, if you in leadership or anything like that, you got to make some decisions, and you're gonna have to make the unpopular decisions.
Yes, sir.
A lot of people, some people ain't gonna like it, but you gotta, because if you ain't got no thick skin and you ain't strong with it, you got the people on the sideline gonna be telling you what you need to do, and then people gonna be looking at you like, I thought you was a leader. You know what I'm saying? But so every time you get ready to make a decision, people on the sideline making decisions make you change your mind. You know what I'm saying? So you got to have thick skin, because whenever you go against the people on the sideline, they're gonna be mad with you anyway. So, but oh well, you know what I'm saying? Just, it is what it is.
Yeah, and some people it's opposite, because you think about it, when they had a little small business, they can kind of run it how they wanted to. Yeah, and it was kind of peaceful, and then once they ramp that thing up, pressure, instant pressure. Yeah, I'm talking about through the roof pressure. So like you said, it could be either way. You could and like, did it build your confidence or cause you rest? My biggest accomplishments, I'm like you, it brought pressure in the beginning. Well, I would say peace making the decision, pressure, and then when I got out there in peace again.
Right. Yeah, I feel you.
And then, did it build confidence? Oh, of course.
Mhm.
Did it cost you rest? Absolutely.
Oh yeah.
You in the military will cost you some rest.
Yeah.
Period.
Yep.
And
Yep.
when you in, like you said, any type of,
Leadership.
any
That
type of
leadership.
leadership, it's gonna cost you. It's gonna cost you. All right, so let's talk about something that success doesn't prepare people for, dog. Loneliness.
Yeah, bro.
The higher you climb, the smaller that circle gonna get.
Yeah,
Because we outlined some of it,
Yep.
just a few minutes ago about
Yep.
they want this. I can't give you that.
Yeah.
Where you gave them this, I can't get this. I'm not an
Right.
ATM, a human ATM.
Mm-hmm.
I can't get. And then before you know it,
Mm-hmm.
your circle is just you down to like maybe you and probably like your financial advisor.
Yeah.
You think about it. If you think about this, a lot of highly successful people,
Mm-hmm.
they go through a bunch of marriages and relationships.
Yep.
They just, because if you got two super successful people,
Mm-hmm.
more than likely, except for, you got the monopolies like like Jay-Z and Beyonce and them ones like that. But for the most part, they just
we say bump heads.
they just because everybody they have this thing where they building their business, and this person building their brand. It's like, for example, if somebody's married to somebody and they building a brand, and their brand is where they gotta be, half dressed all the time, or their brand is they in movies and love scenes and all that, and you got a dude or a woman, they like, hold on, bro, we can't.
Yeah, probably won't be able to handle that.
Hold on, cause how many of these you gonna do this? Well, we got to do like 8 retakes a day. No, sir, no, we're not.
Right. Yeah.
Well, that's part of my job. Well, I understand that, but I'm your husband now, so you or she's your wife now, so you got to kind of be like, hey, can y'all kind of cut back to like, can y'all just make it like one cut and that's it?
Yeah. And
no, we got to keep doing 4 and 5 and sitting now.
Yeah, see, that explains it why the divorce rate is so high in Hollywood.
Absolutely.
Because a lot of times, say 2 stars get together, right? And then they may have met on a set, and they chemistry, they got the train and they got the what do you call it, film making, all this stuff for like 6 to 8 months or whatever, right? For film, right? So then they done built the chemistry. They go out to eat together. They doing this together, all this together. So they end up, they feel like they can be married, right?
Yeah.
So then now when they go, they got to make another scene with another movie. It's coming out next year. Preparing for 2026, right?
Yep.
So now they in another movie set, scene, whatever. They, woman on set with them or whatever, because it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? Now they over here bonding.
Yeah, with somebody else.
With somebody else. So now, now we got a good chemistry. So now you divorced over here. You end up divorcing this one, because now you with this one. So I see what you saying about, what I'm saying, like, yo, how many love scenes you gonna do? Even with just the kissing part, like, hey, we ain't gonna be doing all this kissing on set. You know what I'm saying?
They could try to keep you off the set, but the movie's gonna eventually come out. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. The only way that you can probably get around that, a situation like that, man or a woman, if you go into the relationship knowing that, like if you getting ready to get into a relationship, with whatever, however, whoever, you know what I'm saying, you already know she makes movies. So it's up to you if you want to go there. But if you talking about just you and your wife now just starting from the ground floor, she just want to go, hey, we getting ready to, play in the soap operas or whatever, it's gonna be a little kissing required. You be like, nah, bro, we ain't ready to do none of that.
No. It's like, if you had got with Halle Berry and y'all did discuss that, and you go around see Monsters Ball.
Yeah.
We ain't doing.
See what I'm saying?
Yeah, most
Like-
of all ain't happening though.
Yeah.
When she
That's
come
what I'm
out the
saying.
set, I gotta send a divorce papers. You can go ahead and sign these right now.
And that's what it is, man. That's what you're talking about. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? You know.
And then,
Yeah.
like you said, you got the success with just suffering. Like, you know, like I was saying, the higher you climb, the smaller the circle you get.
Mhm.
It ain't because you people stop loving you, stop wanting to kick it with you. You know, it ain't because you carrying the weight of what you say. Like you're a great actor. You know what I'm saying? It ain't cause of that. It's because you stop filtering your words, you stop sharing your struggle, and you become the strong one. The one who's fine all the time. I'm fine, dog. You know, I'm good. You sure, dog? Cause you look like you had no sleep in about 2 weeks. You got them bags on you. I'm good, dog. You know, I'm straight. And they stop sharing. And they stop sharing. And then, you know, next thing you know, they kind of in this position like who do I can't trust nobody. If I tell them this, guess what? They gonna call the tabloid. Tabloid gonna give $5,000-$10,000 for my story.
Yep.
Now you can't share. Now
Yep.
you know something do bother you. Now you the strong one. I'm straight, bro. Then they go get in the car, sit in the garage for 30 minutes and cry before you go.
Yeah, man. Because like you said, you know, they'll take those, you know, like you texting back and forth. You know, like like with the people that you think you can share some stuff with, or you know, like you said, talking to them nowadays, man. You talking to people, man. You got to be careful, man. You talking to people because you said you hear they this call is being recorded.
Yeah,
and you be like, what we got going on? Like, what, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, people record your phone calls or they keep your text messages. And then, like you said, they go to the tabloids and they want to get paid off of you. If you're a big time star, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I remember I had that happen to me one time. A little personal story. I was talking to this guy, right? And he had got in a little trouble at the workplace or whatnot, right? So he started asking like some weird questions, and I was like, you know how your antennas go up. So and I had my phone down in the little cup holder thing, you know. So I happened to look at my phone. I know when the Lord tell me to look at your phone. So I look down at my phone. I see it, never done it before. It's transcribing. Like it's got like another extra little thing at the top. Like, wait a minute. Oh, buddy trying to record my call. So when I picked up on it, I ain't say nothing. He was asking questions. Like, bro, I don't know nothing about that, bro. Like for real, I just I don't know. But and I kept looking at it. You can see it. It transcribed. I said, so yo, let me hit you back, all right? So I disconnected the call. And then when I talked to him again, it didn't have it up there. It said, oh, buddy was trying to record me, dog. I was like, oh, okay, I got you. You the one got yourself in trouble. You don't try to put me in it.
Like I said, sometimes people, you know, you can do that. Like I said, I'll pay attention to that too, what you said too, because I hadn't really paid attention to that. But I have heard, you know, for the people out there, they haven't heard this before. I have heard, I've been on a call with somebody before, and all of a sudden, I don't know what they hit. They may have hit a wrong button or something. It's like, you know, people from distance or whatever, not nobody close to me. You know, I've heard like this phone call is being recorded, and I'm like, I'm looking at my phone like, bro, like what we got going on? Like this phone call is being recorded. You know what I'm saying? I ain't talking about no business call either. I'm talking about a call like me, me and you talking. And I'm like, this phone call is being recorded. And I'm like, what my man got going on? You know what I'm saying? Like, so you got to kind of watch what you talk about, or you know, when you talking to people, just be mindful of what you're talking about.
Yeah, and that's why people are suffering success. You know, you know, even Jesus withdrew to lonely places and prayed. Luke 5:16, and he withdrew himself into the wilderness and prayed. Sometimes you gotta step away. And just be like, you know, because there's a difference between solitude and isolation, right? You just got to have your time you connect with God. Well, isolation, doc, is you basically is like silent suffering. Like you disconnect from everybody. Just like I don't want to deal with nobody. Just everybody leave me alone. You know, I just want to be here by myself. Just leave me alone. And that's
Right.
kind of how that go. But hey, we'll be right back after the break to finish this show up, y'all. We'll be right back, y'all.
At Military Broadcast Radio, the goal is to offer a platform for mental health advocacy while connecting the military community through various media platforms. Founded by U.S. Army veteran Joel Hunt, MBR gives a voice to veterans, first responders, and their families through streaming radio, podcasts, video, and outreach events. With its leadership run completely by veterans and hosts of the diverse programming from all branches of service, MBR was created as a response to the silent battles veterans face after service. Military Broadcast Radio is also a Wreaths Across America partner, hosting a $5 sponsorship group page. For every Veterans Wreath sponsored through the Military Broadcast Radio page, MBR receives $5 back to help support their platforms and outreach. Veteran and first responder stories need to be told and shared. And with your support, MBR can continue to bring together veteran nonprofits, mental health organizations, and government agencies to bridge the gap between veterans and vital resources. To find out more and donate, visit wreathacrossamerica.org/MBR. Military Broadcast Radio, the station that's giving veterans a voice.
Find us on the web at mbradio.us.
Opinions expressed in this program are those of the speakers and do not necessarily reflect the views or positions of any entities they represent.
Welcome back to Man Talk 133 with Shawn and Daryl. We talk about suffering and success today. Suffering and success. You know, cause they say, I say cuz, y'all, like cuz, like just don't, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I gotta be clear because of the terminology.
Yeah.
You know, some people, some sets understand what I'm talking about.
No doubt.
You know what, dog? I think though? I think we're gonna have to start introducing a little bit of the other show into the radio show.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They kind of shake up the radio show a little bit, kind of give it like this little not like
barbershop tone.
Yeah, like a barbershop.
We need to go it on, like I said, bring the flavor on this side.
Yeah, just a little bit, just dump a little spice on it. You know what I'm saying?
Because on the other side, we be a little bit, we be out there.
Yeah, just a little bit. We had to pull ourselves back in now before you know.
Yeah, we understand. We still getting this radio thing now. Sometimes you got to be
corporate.
I always tell people you got to be corporate and a little bit more strategic on the radio show. But on the other side over there, we do a little something else.
On the other side, he talking about YouTube, Man Talk 133, Instagram, Man Talk 133, Facebook, us talking. Yeah, what you talking about? Come check us out. Y'all tap in now. So they said it's a myth. If you just keep pushing, I'll achieve more. I'll finally get enough. But the truth is, you cannot hustle your way into healing. You can only surrender your way into peace. God has not called us to suffer for success. He has called us to serve with purpose, dog. So when our identity becomes tied to achievement, we forget who gave us the gift in the first place. So you think about that, dog. Like, hold on, dog, I got stuff going on my screen. So you think about that. Like, some people think that even though they're going through something, if I just make an extra $5 million, now it's a temporary good feel. You make a 5 or 10 million real quick. It's a temporary fix, but you keep pushing. Oh, I'll forget about that. Because I remember. Now this is totally different, off topic, but I remember you be going through something, dog. We try to drink your way out of it, self-medicate.
Right.
And then when you wake up the next day, the problem still.
Man, along with another problem.
Right there, dog.
Headache.
Along with all that they come with. Still right there. So you can't hustle.
Along with other problems like headaches.
Yes, and the other stuff that you done that night to add to what you done the night before.
Yeah.
So you got a compiling problem. Like, well, you know what you did last night, dog? No, what I do?
Yeah, boy. Been a lot of them days, man.
Yeah, dog. Just go out there and look at your car, dog. That's all I'm gonna say. Let's go look at it, dog. That's all I got to say. Yeah. Did I do that? Yeah.
Yeah, we saved you last night, dog. But you know, everything all right though. Everything good. We saved you last night.
For real, yo.
Yeah.
Matthew 11:28 says, "Come to me, all who are weary and burdened, and I will give you rest." It's not weakness. That's not weakness. It's wisdom. Rest is not retreat. It's recovery. You think about it, dog. Like the people that's running all these business, these big, I'm talking about multi-billion-dollar businesses. Just think, how did they get rest though? Just think about that.
They got to take some time off, man.
Got to.
With anything like that, man, you know, they got to get their body right, man. You got to get that rest, man. If you don't, God got a way of shutting you down.
Man,
He gonna shut you down now. If you don't rest like you're supposed to, he gonna shut you down. And somebody else gonna have them businesses. It
happened to me one time. I wasn't doing business, but I was running so much. I was young then, but probably well over 20 years ago. I was running. Get all work third shift, run all day. Get all work third shift, run all day. And then I remember going to work one night. I was working at this convenience store. I pulls over by right there where Wesleyan is. So I pulls off the side of the road. Now I'm facing towards the 4-lane highway. So I pulls off the side of the road, body completely shut down. So I said, I'm gonna stay here for a few minutes. I laid my head back, and dude, it was like I woke up like 1 o'clock. My foot, now this is how God got you. My foot on the brake with the car in drive, like facing towards go across 4 lanes.
Yeah, he had you.
That's why I got here for y'all. Y'all gotta.
He said, had your foot on the brake. He had you.
And the car in drive. I kid you not, for probably, I woke up and I was like, you know, I ain't know what was going on. Foot still on the brake. The car's in drive. So I gets to work, body completely shut down. The lady thought I had been drinking. I was so tired. She just like, yo, go back home. I keep hitting my mic stand, dog. She said, go back home. I'll just work your shift. She said, you can't work like that. I was just that tired. It wasn't like I was drunk. And so, like you said, either you'll take that rest, or he'll shut you down. Your body will definitely let you know for sure.
But God gonna give you a warning shot first though.
For sure.
And then if you don't heed that warning shot that he sent to you, after that he gonna shut you down.
I'm telling you, dog, it happened to me for real. And I was like, yo, you know how you young, you invincible.
Oh yeah.
So you're gonna just say, I got this. I can go up 2 hours, an hour sleep, 2.5 hours. I got it. Man, my body shut down on me. I don't think I felt like that since. It was just like, dude, it was like I was drunk, sleep for real.
Right.
All right. So, you know, if suffering and success doesn't mean you failed, it means you're growing. It means you're learning to hold the blessing without letting it break you. Like we were just talking about, like if you got these top businesses, or if you in a small business and it's just a little bit, it's growing a little bit faster than you want. I mean, you're gonna have to figure out a way to kind of manage that. Get some good people around you. You ain't got to suffer by yourself. You get get you a good little team around you. You know, that's gonna be that you can trust. I ain't
got
talking about
man.
Your cousin in them.
Right, you got to, man, because you know, like you can possibly, like, say, like if you got a restaurant, and then you know your restaurant is, you know, food is great, customer service is great, or whatever, and you get a clientele, you know, everything is good, so you feel like you can take a day off and go somewhere and leave the people that you hired in charge. And they may not do as good a job as they would when you were there, and it might stain your business. And the reason why I say that, because I've witnessed that before with a little, you know, it wasn't a mom and pop restaurant, but it was a pretty nice restaurant. And out there by near where I used to stay at, you know, and they had one out there, you know, so it was kind of up and coming, right? And You know, my man, he was good to go. You know, he was, he used to let people, rent it for free, whatever, and all that stuff like that, right? So he was real good. The food was good and everything. But when he got up, he put some people in charge one time, and because he went out of town, he felt like he could trust them. And then that day he was gone, the food wasn't right. Nobody was pleased that day. So, and he talked to me. I talked to him about it too. And I let him know what it was. I told him, he told me he appreciated it because he said every time he had started to leave, he said a lot of his people that work for him, he said when he come back, he said he would ask them how was everything. And he said they would always tell him everything was good. But I told him, I said, not to put a stain on your business. I said it wasn't good. I said no, none of the food was good that day. So he gave me a freebie if I needed it, but of course we didn't use it.
Yeah.
But he said, I appreciate you telling me that, because I told him, I said, the reason why I'm telling you that man to man, because I said, I don't want you to lose customers.
Yeah, for sure.
You know what I'm saying? So he appreciated it. But that's the reason why I brought that up. You know what I'm saying about, when you got to put the right people around you.
Definitely got to do that, man. So you won't be suffering in silence. You don't have to. You don't have to perform to be loved. You don't have to prove to be chosen, and you don't have to burn out to be seen. A lot of people think they think you got to do that. You got to perform. You ever been around somebody that
burn out?
You have a little they have a little business or making a little money. They got to let you know that they.
Yeah.
You ain't got to perform for me, dog. That's your business. I hope it be successful. You know what I'm saying? You burn out. I mean, you getting 4 hours of sleep in 2 days trying to run this business, and it ain't right. What it's designed to be like.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. If you're not successful, if you're successful but suffering, you're not alone, and your story is not over people.
That's right.
Hear me. Y'all got like for example, dog, like you was talking about the guy's business you went to, right? Think about it. If you hadn't told him, gave him that advice, man, you don't tell him where that guy business would be at.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Right. Just because you gave him a little bit, hey, but no, bro, it was not good.
Right.
Let's just be clear.
Right. Yeah.
It wasn't good. And
it
so,
won't right.
Yeah. And you think about all the suffering that he did, and he probably by himself.
And then, like you said, not to cut you off, he probably suffering now, because now with that, unless he have gotten past that, because it's probably been like 3 or 4 years ago, but now he's probably suffering now for real, because he probably now or back then felt like he can't leave the business no more. So now I gotta go in, I gotta be here, I can't do this, I gotta do this, I gotta stay on top of him, so now, like you said, suffering is success, in order to be successful. Yep. So
he did all that, cut his family off, probably can't go on vacation, can't take no days off. He got to test everything they cook. I need let me go taste that, see if it's gonna be, we got it. Man, you there like you were saying earlier, you get there before the doors open and start prepping, and then you leave because you make sure everything is cleaned up the right way. And you got to, because think about it, man, if you don't clean that stuff the right way, and I understand, I do get the part in suffering and success too, because you can't trust everybody.
Nope.
Everybody you put in place, they may be stealing money from you, or they may be stealing your secrets and trying to start their own restaurant.
Right.
So I understand you suffering in success, and that's probably part of it, because you think about it, we definitely doing it. I mean, you gotta. This is a sacrifice, y'all. It ain't no. It's a sacrifice, and this is just one. This is 2 shows, 1 day a week. So imagine when we start ramping up doing it every day. It's a lot of preparation.
Like I said before you get out here, sometimes it don't be fun either. You got to get up here and and we got to do our thing, and then
Yeah.
You know, it is what it is.
I'm trying to tell you. Hey, thank y'all for joining Man Talk 133
Yep.
with Charles and Daryl. Don't forget to check out our platforms. YouTube, Man Talk 133, spelled like it is behind us, like that.
There you go.
Then you got the Instagram, same thing. Website, mantalk133.com, and Facebook, Us Talking. So check us out, y'all. Thanks for tuning in this evening. Until next time, God bless. And we gone.
Justice Jackson, they captured Herman Goring alive.
Tell me about him.
He's the face of the Nazis. I'm gonna put Goring on trial.
Never escapes the hangman's noose.
Very sure of yourself.
No man has ever beaten me.
Goring has to fall.
You don't just have to win, you have to be flawless.
You're walking into a trap.
Knowing what we know now, would you still follow Adolf Hitler?
Nuremberg, rated PG-13, this November 7th, only in theaters.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for tuning in to Military Broadcast Radio. As we wrap up today's show, we want to remind you that the podcast of today's episode will be available right after we go off the air. So if you missed any part of the show or want to listen again, be sure to check it out. And remember, we're here to support and honor our veterans. Your stories and experiences matter, and we are committed to giving you a platform to share them. That's right. We're here to give our veterans a voice. So don't forget to catch the podcast and stay connected with us. Giving our veterans a voice.